she is. Okay. I welcome to another episode of Stage Diving with Scotty. My guest today is the band The Call of the Void. Hi, gentlemen.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey, everyone.
Tony's already got his horns up. All right. Yeah, why don't you guys introduce yourselves and what instrument you play, if that's all right?
Gentlemen, please go ahead.
Okay.
Sure, if you want to start. Tony, do you want me to start?
Yeah, yes, go ahead.
All right. I'm Jose. I'm actually, I think I'm not the proper one to introduce myself in the first place because I'm not one of the founders of the band. But anyway, I will do it. I'm Jose, I play the guitar. We are actually all from Mexico. Me and Rodrigo, we live in Mexico City. Toño lives in Querétaro. So it's different cities. Anyway, that doesn't stop us, right? Technology has allowed us to do great things together. And however, and whenever we need to get together, we do some things now. But talking about the band, I'm Jose, I'm the guitar player. I joined I don't know, it was like the 10th month since they started. They started the project. I don't want to take all of the conversation from me, so I will try to be brief. There was one night when I was in the middle of the pandemic, having some drinks and scrolling Instagram, and I saw the Call of the Void Instagram, and it was like, wow, I didn't know it was Rodrigo. Rodrigo was a colleague from an old job between the two of us. Oh. And I was like, wow, this sounds awesome. And I looked for Rodrigo and I told him, I want to record some songs. I don't know if you have your own studio. I don't know whatever you have, but I would like you to invite to write some music together and to record by myself. And he told me, no, you should not do it by yourself or within my equipment or whatever you need. You should join the Call of the Void, right? And it was like a casual invitation for me. Then we started conversations. He introduced me to Tony, and here we are. It's been awesome. I think I've been in the band since November from last year, and we've worked great things together. So yeah. That's me. That's how I joined the band. It was like an accident between the pandemic and a great accident for me. Yeah. Yeah, that's that.
Don't know. Well, real quick. So, did you guys actually hit it off pretty well? Then you seem like they connect real quick when you guys got together.
Oh yeah. The thing is, Jose Pablo and me were friends when we were like colleagues. We hit it up we were always like making jokes, and we went to a concert together, and we had drinks together. So we knew each other, and we were friends, and we had kind of the same taste. Like we have our differences in taste, but we have some bands that we like that are like the same kind of influence. Yeah. And that made it very easy for us to work together. I'm going to let Tony introduce himself and how this all started.
Yeah.
Go for it. So I'm Tony. Well, I live in Querétaro, as Jose Pablo told you. So Rodrigo and I, we know each other since we were
we're babies, pretty much.
Yes, we were babies, so wow. A lot of years.
I knew Tony as a newborn.
So, well, the thing is that we had always our bands in high school and all this stuff. We had our guitars, but we never played together. Then, well, I always loved the music. I am an engineer. I had my studies. I did what the normal people, what your mother told to do, right?
Tell him what kind of engineer you are, because
aeronautical engineer. So well, I like this job, but in the end, I always had the music in my life. And my dream was because I had my previous bands years ago, but the thing is that there were times that, depending of other people, was really tired for me. I want to play, and the other ones are not available. Mm-hmm. So I started using these DOS, Logic, Ableton.
Yeah.
So I realized that I didn't need more people, right? So I start doing my music, but so this the pandemic, sorry,
No, you're right.
I was releasing some music. I like a lot music, electronic music, rock, metal. So I was like also a lot of rap, trap. So I was producing some my first songs, and also a mix of rock and rap, some electronic there. And I shared this with in Instagram, my in my personal Instagram. But Rodrigo like listened that, and hey, what's that? And we started sharing. I didn't know that Rodrigo produced music before, like as me. I start alone, but then we start talking about this, and hey, man. So I have some songs. I like I just share one song, and 2 hours later, Rodrigo told me, "Man, I have the lyrics." And he sent me this voice note with like the full song and the chorus, the everything. So man, we have a song, and so that's how we started.
That song was The Struggle. That was the first song we
Your song.
wrote, The Struggle.
Wow. You just sent him the file, and then you guys went from there, or was it like in person? You guys went together and did it in person.
No, all of this has been remote, like the first 9 songs we released, like we saw each other like twice. Once to record the voices of one song. It was Bridges and the first verse of Step to the Sun. And then we saw each other again to record the video of Bridges. And after that, I started seeing JP because he lives like pretty close to my house, and we started recording guitars for the first song he participated in. It was Peace of Mind. And from there, we started working. Diego, the drummer, and Tony in Querétaro, and JP and me here in Mexico. So everything we do is just upload everything to a Google Drive, upload the sessions, and start like working away. Like, and of course we have tried to have like band rehearsals. Like it's been like 2 or 3 times we have rehearsed.
Maximum.
Hold my breath to save my last shout. Forget the dead and get prepared for the light. Breathe in the air, breathe out the fire.
Very
Uh,
fun.
It's very fun actually because we all know the songs, but it's not the same, like it's not the same like having the recordings and just like rehearsing by yourself than actually being in a band and feeling the vibe of each other.
Yes.
Like you get so crazy that sometimes you're not focusing on the music and you're just focusing on the energy, and so it has to be like a balance, like you have to give the energy, but you have to also like keep the focus on the music, on how many compasses of the verse are we doing?
Yeah.
When is the chorus starting, and is this the right note? Am I hitting the note when I'm singing it? Like it's much more complicated than just recording, but it's also much more fun, at least for me. Like I love the rehearsal part.
Oh yeah. That's what I was just talking with the guys from the Undertaking, and when the guitarist, one of the guitarists, Johnny, we were talking about where he said he was just sitting down like a couple of nights ago or something like that, and he was going over some of their songs, and he needed to get up. He couldn't just do it. He wanted to feel the song. And so he's alone and he's jumping up in his room, playing the song and getting more of the feel of it, letting it flow through him and stuff like that. And I totally agree with you. That's that weird thing where, because my band, Aaron and I, the other gentleman, we record and send it to each other, and there's a vibe to it, obviously. But then sometimes, once in a while, we'll kind of like mess around. And yeah, when that energy is there, it's a whole different ball game. And especially if you're a full band, that just, everything's almost out the window. You're like, okay, guys, hold on. Now it seems like the options are limitless. So we want to stick with this. So we want to change it like this, or, just there's a whole different dynamic when it's a full band. And there's so much more energy, and there's so much more you can be inventive with the song, So, I get you, man. That's one of those beautiful things about being a musician and being in a band, is that moment when you're together, especially if you guys don't practice very often. That energy's been pent up in you all this time.
Yes, we have the feeling like we start in like a wrong way. Like we start with the music already in Spotify, and we never play together, right? So it's like, man, and we know we are doing this stage, this phase of the band, that we need to know each other, how like the vibes and everything. And it's really cool to see this with each phase of the music of the to be a musician. And I don't know, Jose Pablo, you want to?
Yeah, no, it's very fun because, yeah, as you mentioned, it was starting in the wrong stage. We started releasing songs, we started releasing music, we started sharing our sessions, our ideas, but we didn't never did that in person. And the first time that I actually met Tonio, well, it was, I remember I ended up playing my guitar at the top of my van.
Yes.
I got drunk and, okay, this is working out pretty well, I guess. This is a great first. And then we've been continuing, we're moving on forward with some more music. Tonio introduced us to Diego, that we're hoping he joins.
Like,
He's still struggling with technology as always. It's nothing for him.
he's a beast of a drummer, you know. Like, he struggles with technology, but in the drums, you know, like, because he's also like this very like shy and very like
A little more reserved.
outward guy.
Yeah.
When he gets in, he's like, I'm the drummer, you know, like
Demon.
character persona.
Yeah,
Holy shit, yeah, he becomes this demon, and he becomes this like heart of the band. Like, I really want you to meet him, because you'll see, like, you're gonna meet a very like calm, very like good mannered boy. But oh my god, like once he starts playing,
I picture Animal from the Muppets. I picture
Yeah.
Animal where he's just like,
okay, yeah, I think he's. Yeah, he's kind of like that. He's like Animal. Yeah, he's that.
But out of that, I think he's the best guy from
The best musician.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
that
around.
plays the better his instrument. So it's a really
it's a real experienced guy. And the first rehearsal with him, we were blown away. Tony used to know him, but Rodrigo and me, we didn't know what to expect. And it was like, okay, this is awesome. This is sick. And please stop ever playing. You're doing great. And it was very good because we actually like connected immediately with each other. So far so good. Even if Diego doesn't know how to use technology.
He's on his way now. I think he's on.
Wait, here he is. Speak of the devil. Here we go. Of Animal, I should say.
Woo!
Here we go. Oh, I don't see a picture though. I just see D for drummer. Diego, are you there?
yeah. From the shadows.
Yeah, say you.
He's connected.
Ghost. There's a ghost in the background.
Yeah. What is that? Yo.
Here he is.
Yeah.
We cannot hear you, Diego.
Can you hear us, bud?
Yeah, right. Talk, Diego. Can you talk? Hi, Diego.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Ah, yes.
Why do you have a phantom in your back? With ghost at the back of your room.
Behind you. Looks like there's a ghost behind you, Diego.
Yes.
There are
I
some.
have one. I have one living here in my house.
Oh, so it is real. Okay. There you go. Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries, man. Well, hi, Diego. I'm Scotty. So nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. We're just talking about sort of like the evolution of your guys' band and whatnot, and how you came in and blew their minds away. And you're pretty much Animal from the Muppets, where you're very calm and then you go insane.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you been playing drums?
20 years, I guess. I am 32. I started when I was 11.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Kinda, yeah.
I don't think you're kind of know
He
what you're
probably
doing.
knows
for
what he's
50
doing.
years.
No,
Low
I don't know
profile.
what I'm doing now. Yes, I every year I guess I am more confident on my playing. So it's like step to step. So I'm learning a lot with these guys with their recording process and
Yeah.
I was gonna ask actually, do you when you guys record drums, do you guys just do sampling or do you do that, Diego, or do you do live drums, or what do you?
right.
You guys
Yeah.
do a little bit of mixture of everything, so I'm not sure like what's your process as far as the recording with like real instruments versus
Yeah.
stuff.
So far we haven't recorded Diego, but we want him to. We want a song with the real recording. So far we have been doing this like producing this in the
Example.
Logic. Yes.
Sample.
So yes, we're doing that.
The cool thing about having Diego, sorry Tony, is that now this last song that we released the day after the last day, Diego was involved in the use of samples, and he told us like about dynamics and ghost notes and how we should approach the programming of the drums. So this song is different. Like even though we use samples, it was a different way of using samples. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
The sky is falling. Stars are coming.
Yeah. That's what. Well, and you mentioned, Scotty, he maybe not be recorded directly, but the samples that we record are the ideas that Diego wants to share with us, are the ideas that he wants to play, the way he wants to play the song. So it actually it helped a lot to improve the way we wanted to do the song. And it gave it a lot of energy as well. And that's what we were expecting of Diego, and it did well.
I feel the blood in my veins, burn like the flame in my eyes. Just for a moment, do you understand? The world has been surrounded. I know.
Yeah, I'm more into it with Tony and making of the drumming, and he made an awesome work. And but like the surprise is live, so we wanted like to impress people in live, mostly. And the next recordings, I hope I can be recording the new songs, like well, me, not like sampling or like just helping from the outside with you can put like this snare drum or like this bass, or this type of cymbals, just like make it like more real in
We're
this
in the
process.
Yeah.
Yes. For sure, we each of like everyone in the band has his own like the life in the music. So someone has more practice in producing, someone in live act like Diego. Like when he play like in live is the really good. Maybe we are not that good playing live, so that's what we want to share. And yes, like everyone to feel this confidence and each like the good thing from everyone taking and doing this band, right?
Yeah, we can take it no more like to being live, so we're preparing
Yeah.
for it too.
To play.
Looking forward to play live and to see how people listen to us and how people sees us. Hopefully we do well.
No, because I was gonna ask, like, you guys have only done 2 practices, you said, or just a small handful?
3 count.
With the The four guys, I think two.
Yeah, the four of us, it's only been two practices.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
second
crazy.
practices, like one-to-one practices, it's been like me and Tony, or Tony and Diego, or me.
I mean, it's like divided. It's like Tony and me, you know, here in Querétaro, which is 2 hours away from state of Mexico. And these guys rehearse with each other, and so it's divided. It's me and Tony and Rodrigo and Juan Pablo.
And Diego and I, we play once a week, so we try to at least between us being like with, and then we like sharing just one with one, no, right? Like one team with one team, we need
Yes.
to ensemble. And
Yeah, so it's been two, and it's been awesome. And we're looking. Actually, we were talking about the third one. So
Yes.
I think it's their chance to come in to Querétaro. Is their they had to come in. Is the fourth one? We have to go there. So
I was gonna say, I'm sure you don't want to haul your drum set.
no,
yeah, that's the worst thing.
but now in state of Mexico, which is near Mexico City, there's a lot of good places to rehearse. So it's kind of cool out there too.
Oh, very cool. Good.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool though. I mean, you guys have, and I feel like from what I usually don't like to try and read up too much on bands because I like it to be kind of organic and in the moment. But a little bit I did see was that you guys released what three EPs, and then you called it a collection of Beyond the Code of Existing, right?
Yes.
I mean,
So what's the story behind that? I don't know if you guys got 9 minutes.
Rodrigo, please.
Rodrigo, please, man.
Okay, so
You're on the spot, man.
well,
Kind of cool, actually.
the thing is, these first three EPs we started working on, Tony and I, we had this whole like story, and we had like, we wanted to do like these kind of like short movies, and we were very ambitious at that moment, you know, but it was only him and I, so we had to cut down the ideas. But pretty much we had these 9 songs divided into 3 chapters. The first chapter would be like the near future, or the civilization is destroyed by whatever we do. So that's like very like we are very inspired by the scrap punk,
Oh yeah.
sci-fi, and all that. So that was like placed in the scrap punk future, you know.
Okay.
So it was like the song Rain, and then it was Skin and Sons of Disaster. Then we have EP number 2. It was placed in the past before that future, but it's our future, you know, like it's
Yeah.
kind of like between the future when everything is destroyed and us. And it's the cyberpunk chapter. And
Okay.
this cyberpunk chapter was like how we get all like this obsessed with technology, and that's where we're heading, you know, like we love screens. We are we have this song called The Prophecy, and we're speaking of how we're fulfilling this prophecy, and we're enslaving ourselves to the screen, to like losing all humanity. We have the other song, Digital Cage, this song that means like I remember how we felt when everything we had is like these Zoom meetings, and right now it's pretty cool because we can have conversations with
We're on
somebody.
the same cage. Talking.
Yeah, but
Right.
when it was to do work and that was the only place to go, it was pretty frustrating, you know, like.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we released the other song, The Struggle, and how it felt like, and about mental health issues, and how like everyone is struggling and having these hard times through the lockdowns, through the death of loved ones.
Yeah.
It's a hard time, you know. So we released this other song, and this is chapter number 2, the cyberpunk. And chapter number 3 was the solar punk. It was like a utopian future in which we dominate our demons and we become one with nature, and we become one with each other, and we unite, and it's like very like hippie. And so we have Bridges, this song that's like it means we're crossing from this like lack of consciousness into the consciousness, into the unity, into the peace, into the harmony. And then we have a step to the, no, we have peace of mind. That's a song that it means like, it's like a meditation song, you know, like getting calm before elevating yourself towards the last step. And it's step to the sun. And it's a very like, be aware of others, be aware of nature, be aware of yourself, think of others as you think of yourself. And you know, like trying to have these conscious lyrics and this like last chapter. And that was the end of Beyond the Code of Existing. That I thought that what else is beyond my
Scotty, are you
existence?
okay?
So yeah.
That's
That-
really
that was
ambitious.
what I thought.
I think that's a cool concept. I think it's a really, when bands can actually pull off an ambitious concept, I think it's very cool and very fruitful. You know?
We wanted to make movies like a small. We wanted like we needed a lot of money.
Yeah. Did you guys, have you guys? And I apologize. I did not know. Do you guys have videos that fit those?
No, we have videos that
Step to the Sun. I think Step to the Sun is like the
yeah,
more.
it kind of is. It's kind of like a metaphor of the lyrics. It's kind of like not a metaphor. It's like a visual poem, maybe. So the lyrics go very hand to hand to what we're showing in the
Yes.
pictures.
Gotcha.
But yes, visual. The idea was other like.
And I think maybe also the struggle. We have like some hidden message in that video. Like we use lots of stock video.
Okay.
Free videos, royalty free video, and we just try to find something that resonates with us and that that has a meaning to us, and well, maybe it will have a meaning to anyone else, you know.
Yeah. And it's fun when you find those actual ones that fit what you're trying to say and have that look that you're kind of looking for.
Yeah.
It sucks when you get like you
There's
find something
always
that's like really cool that has a certain look, and then you find someone else that's really cool, but as far as like the lighting and the matching, and
Yes.
like cinematography, you're like, crap, I can't use both of those, and it's like, oh, that's like using a home movie and then using like a cinematic movie. It doesn't make any sense, but yeah, it's a fun process and yet kind of frustrating too because of the mismatch of everything that's for free. I mean, you're getting for free. What do you?
You just found just one video of something that was perfect for you, but it's 5 seconds.
Yeah. How do I stretch that out?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I wanted to ask you guys because you guys are a little bit of a mix, because you are a sort of a mixture of a few different genres. Who were? And now I know there's 4 different opinions here, but what are like the main common bands that you guys agree with that was an influence for all of you? Like, yeah, that's like Chevelle or Linkin Park or whatever. Like, what were the bands that kind of connected you all?
I'm gonna let someone else answer this.
Why?
Well, if you want me, I can. For starters, it sounded to me like a really lot like Linkin Park in a song called Rain.
Like dying flames, we dance around.
We dance around like dying flames, kissing the ground. Embrace yourself, get ready for the fight now.
Trying to burn the sun down.
Let my scenes flow, blow off the dust through my brain, feel the beat.
It was like I was listening to Mike Shinoda and really dragged me a bit. If you ask what I think this band is, when some of my friends have told me, it's like a mixture of a rock and roll and new metal and alternative rock in the way between, I don't know, early 20s, Papa Roach, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park. But then some, I don't know if I'm going out of line here, but then some maybe even Blink-182, even some Boxcar Racer, some punk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
What about you guys?
I think Tony can make a good
The best.
explanation.
Yes, I think I'm not sure this band, it's called Never Tell. Where are they from? I think they're from United States, but I think also from Ashes to New. I don't know if you know.
No, not one.
So Well, this is my the way I see the way I see these things, this music. Uh, it's also related to Linkin Park. These bands that I just told you is like From Ashes to New and Never Tell. These are like also there are like having much more followers and reproduction will place from us, but it's this gender is like Linkin Park new metal rap, but with some taste of hardcore, with also mixing like emo screamo like Silverstein, all these things mixing rap, and then joining a little bit of electronic music.
Yeah.
So this is the I think I have a playlist, a Spotify playlist with this all this like the music that I want to
It's all
do.
of that.
Yeah, there's
It's a bomb.
already like a style, and it's mixing I think everything that we want.
Yes.
But in the end also is having our taste.
We don't want to sound exactly like
Other.
Yeah, exactly.
no
But
one, but it's similar kind of. But we're in that road. I guess we're still talking with each other about how it's gonna
Finding-
end up sounding like. Yeah.
yeah,
I was gonna say because I think what it is. I know you're trying to say you're trying to take these influences
Because a little
and
bit
build
of
your own
the,
sound through that.
you know, Tony
And that's-
can
It's like anything. It's like us. So like again, my band, our influences were Chevelle, Alice in Chains, a lot of grunge, alternative, Queens of the Stone Age, and these were like our influences into trying to make our sound. And even with our first EP, to what we've done now, we finished a full length. But even us, even if you listen to the first EP and everybody's going to listen to the new album, we're still developing our sound. So you can't really say we sound like Alice in Chains. Well, you can say you can hear hints of like our influences, but we're not trying to sound like them. We're not trying to sound like Queens of the Stone Age. But you can hear the influence. Like I'm sure you guys are developing the same thing with your sound.
that's exactly what we're working on, and maybe I'm sure Rodrigo wants to tell you. It would be great if you could follow up what's next with the band. We're working in a lot of songs, and it's like a roller coaster. What we're working on, it's the day after the last day, the song that we just released, just the beginning of everything. And you will be hearing our first acoustic song, our like more punk songs, more metal-driven through songs. I don't know, even more electronic songs. No, and that's what Diego and Tony was talking about.
definitely like metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna sound amazing. And
But,
I wanted to ask everybody,
I
would
think
really like
it's
to get your
it's
opinion on what
metal,
you
rap,
heard.
and punk. It's like the third gender. We're like searching our sound in this future next album. So it's funny,
will be
it's
different.
cool, and it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask, Scotty. I know you're the interviewer, but we would like to know what's your feedback in this. Whatever you've heard from us, what does it sound like for you?
The ones that I mentioned, it sounded like a mix of. I wasn't huge into Papa Roach. I wasn't huge into Linkin Park, and along those lines, though. Oddly enough, I was into Limp Bizkit, but I mean, each to their own. But
We can fly.
Hey, we all had our moments. But here's the thing: is I've always admit though, I don't necessarily care for Limp Bizkit anymore, but I think Wes Borland was one of the most amazing metal guitarists. He was a riff god. To me, he would come up with some sick riffs. And I, as a guitarist, loved that, and I still think he's fantastic. But no, but you guys remind me of that kind of style, though. Yeah, so like a Linkin Park meets Papa Roach meets like what Trapped and some of those kind of groups were sort of like that grunge, but almost like grunge rap alternative rock mix.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
We
but that's what a lot of bands are, though. I call my Scotty mix when I would do like comparisons, and I would show like little clips of like who they sound like and what it becomes like a cauldron of these, these two bands.
Yes.
That's kind of like what it is. That's what it reminds me of.
Hey,
But also, it's very important.
I don't know if you. Sorry. Dale, güey.
Okay, I was gonna tell you, it's not also like what bands we sound like. It's when are we sounding. So many of the bands we are listening right now are going to have these things in common. We're gonna have the producers that are now able to start producing their own songs in their bedrooms with their laptops, with their interfaces, and these producers are going to be able to start working with other producers across the world. So we're going to start looking at lots of collaborations and lots of like crossovers between genres. And I think that's what happened.
And we are free for collaboration.
Yeah.
Always. But this is what we are, like Tony and I, we started collaborating, and he was more into like, he wanted to do these like trap and these like electronic, and then suddenly I started dropping these like grunge like vocals and these like also like rap, and it's, of course we're gonna sound like that. This is what we have been listening for the last 20 years, and we have this influence. And what's interesting is not only what you sound like, is what you do with that sound. Like I think you have to create something that resonates not only with the sound, but also with the lyrics and the visuals, and also with the ways, the philosophy of the band, and the way you approach to others. I think that's also very important, and that's a part of the band. And I think one of the things that we have always had in mind is what we're trying to do is, I don't know if we want to sound like anyone else, but what we're trying to really do is to enjoy what we're doing. And
Yeah.
I can tell you we're having a hell of a time doing this. It's been really, really fun.
Even just listening our music again and again, for me, it's like,
Yeah, because it's like it's the music that wouldn't exist if we haven't invented it, if we haven't created it. And it's really cool to like to be able to, oh man, like this is the song I wanted to listen to, and I created this with my friends. If
Exactly.
anyone else likes it, like that's like extra points. But just to have it out there right now and being able to release a song right now,
Right.
it's great. It's a great feeling.
It is. It's a big feeling of accomplishment when you've done a song and you spend so much time on it, and you finally hear the final result, and you're just like, there it is. That came from here.
My baby.
And this came from here.
man,
And then it's such a fantastic feeling. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's almost
the
surreal.
worst thing is that you have never, if you could improve this song like every time, like you will never finish. So sometimes you need to say, man, this is the latest.
Yeah, just let it go. Let it go.
guys, I know exactly what you mean, because I have on my phone a crap load of dates of different mixes of, because add this, maybe this is a little louder, maybe this, take this part out, maybe don't sing this part.
You need to restart. You need to restart recording again and mixing
Don't
and
bring that-
everything. So no, it's impossible.
Don't bring
That's like the step 2 of our philosophy, like never try to achieve perfection. Like perfection it's like it doesn't exist.
Sometimes the
No.
perfection could be achieved in the first try, right? And
Yeah.
and then you hear something and it starts to become awful. So
Yeah.
no.
One thing I've heard, and I've only heard it within this past year actually, was someone said, and when I get to that point where I hear a song and I'm so jaded and I'm just kind of done with it, and then I hear like a good song on the radio, or I hear something from Spotify that's like maybe not even our style, it's just something that sounds good and sounds passionate and stuff, and then I just do that thing where I just beat myself up over it and go, what? How come I can't get this out of me? And then so the saying is, oh, comparison is the thief of all joy. And I thought of that. I'm like, no, you're doing it. What you're doing is what you're doing for a reason. It's your style. It's from your heart. You are creating this.
Yes.
Aaron, the other gentleman, he's creating it. He's giving it his all. What you have is something that no one else is doing. Yeah, and so it's like someone's going to enjoy it because you can hear probably the worst band in the world, and that you think is the worst band in the world, and there's someone that loves that band, and you're like, if they love that band, there's someone that's going to like us.
Yeah, sure. Yes, and at least you have you and your colleague and your friend that you wrote, you play that song, and at least to have it recorded and then play it live, it's also like
It's a bonus.
It is.
it's a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in slight talks that we might do like maybe a show here and there, but I mean, it's funny recording now. I really miss playing live, and when I played live, I always wanted to record. So it's it's always a yin and yang, Oh,
Yeah, but you have to. It's like a point where you have to do the most with what you have. So right now it's like get very creative, write a lot of songs, keep music releasing each month. Like that's the right way to go right now. And once venues are open again and there's festivals and you can start touring again, we can start focusing on that. But at the moment, I think it's cool that we can focus on launching a full album and also starting rehearsing as a band because we have all these songs from the first three EPs, but I think those songs were written for a two-people band. It was only Tony and me,
Yeah.
and we were sampling a bunch of stuff, and we never thought we could have like a drummer and another guitarist join. And right now, I want a bass player to join, and maybe another guitar player, and like start like having this collective of talent to
That's
have
that's
a
the
great
good thing
live
of
song.
this new age. Sorry, Rodrigo, because
Go ahead.
I think these new songs in live, like playing, this will not be for sure the same thing as the studio version or
Yeah, no, no, no.
oh yeah.
so, and we will add this realistic, or we are playing because sometimes like the drums we produced is like maybe a real person can not do it, but he will add something else instead of playing the very exact song, right?
Mhm.
So in live, I think uh, Diego and I, we have a lot of ideas, like extending the version, like doing something else, and that at least you will understand and you will hear the song. You will say, this is Ryan, this is the struggle, this is our song, but we will add something else that's also
Yeah,
another
like
thing.
full band
captures
versions.
captures you being on the audience and like feeling like refreshing the same song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That's what makes it fun seeing a band live because then you can take an old song and just
Right.
even like twist it up a little bit, add a little something,
Yeah,
give a little flavor because they
make
play
it
the same song
better
every single
live.
day, on tour. So yeah, that makes it
It's
more
like
special.
yeah,
I'm with you on that one. Yeah, and even like for old songs, for you guys, I'm sure you hear those old songs and go, yeah, we could add a little something if we play this live. We could totally switch this up, cut this off a little, maybe go a little longer with the lead or something.
interact with the people,
The audience.
the
Yeah.
audience.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, because you also have to feel the stage, and there's songs that you can be like, oh, let's go for another round of the chorus, like,
Yeah.
and if you're ready to communicate it within the band, like, hey, you guys ready? Let's do it again, like,
Yeah.
but for that you have to rehearse and you have to know that you have these like alternatives to each of the songs and to like this like there's also like these inside jokes you can call, like
Yeah.
false like endings of the songs, changing the lyrics into something else. All of this only goes live if you have like great rehearsals and you have like very like deep connections with your bandmates. And I think that's what we're working on right now, like trying to meet as much as possible to get everyone involved in the writing process. And I think this album is gonna be like very experimental, and it's gonna be very like we're gonna start trying different genres. But I think after this we're gonna be more like solid, and we're gonna be very eager to like keep recording, and to like we're gonna be closer to our essence, you know. So I think that's gonna be a cool stage. Like once we start playing live and start feeling the stage and start feeling the people that come see us, and I don't know, like I think that's gonna change a lot of things for us.
Well, yeah, it becomes magical, man. And
Yeah.
when you're all feeling that same magic, it's just the connection's unreal.
Yeah. I think that's where we're trying to get.
Yeah. Well, you guys have the what was it, the last day, and then the day after the
Yeah,
last
there's
day,
the last
right? So, and then are you doing the day after the last day after the last day? Or- sorry, that was so
You know,
Oh,
punch myself later. That was dumb.
we're dead.
That's the third song.
There you go.
We
Well,
will do
yeah.
it just for this. It's a good joke.
You just discovered our secret.
yeah, it depends on whatever Tony will be drinking on the day we record. It depends.
Oh no.
You're ruining our secret.
That's why they're called. Okay. Tony's at it again.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I thank you so much for your time. It's been a ball talking with you, gents. This has been a lot of fun and getting to know you a little bit.
Thank you for having us, Cuddy. It was great talking to you.
Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll get this out. Just a heads up, I'll try and get this out maybe by next week. I do have to combine both, so it's a lot of editing for me.
Yeah.
So
Right.
And then
You need to leave the ghost, the Diego's ghost.
yeah, I want to keep that in there. It was really cool. It was a cool outfit. Yes, I like that. I like that. It's kind of
It's like a carpet. So you open it and it's like, you know,
oh, is that what it is? Oh, it's just
Umbrella. Like that.
okay.
to
Hey,
the
you
sun.
just ruined the magic for me. Come on.
Sorry, it's my friend. I usually talk to him every night. Yeah, no. Thank you, man.
And,
Yeah.
always, and we're very thankful for the support people like you are providing, like spending the time to talk to us and editing your program and putting it online. We know all the time it represents, and we're really thankful for it. Like honestly, like thank you very much.
Absolutely, guys. Well, again, thank you for your time, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you in the socials. All right.
All
Sure.
right,
Sure.
we'll see you
Sure,
there.
thank
Thank you, Scotty.
All right, guys. No problem. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
you.